Hello, everybody. I am Sun Psychic Jean, and please welcome back my co host, Valerie from Illumination Portal. Hello, Valerie.
Hi, Jean. Thanks for having me again. I love being here with you and everybody else. So nice to see everybody.
And do
Uh,
you see my special background I chose just for today?
I love it. I love it. You always have beautiful backgrounds and beautiful thumbnails. I do love them. Thank you.
Yep, we're right above the earth there in the atmosphere. I
I
love
love
it.
it.
It's so yeah. Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't, but this one just seems to be working for us. So,
Okay.
hello, Cece, Bear, and Bora Bora, and everybody here. Thank you all for coming. We appreciate you coming in. I know there's a lot of people that are going live today, and so I appreciate everybody being here. And Valerie was just telling me a little bit about the sign of Capricorn as well as the North Node and the South Node. Now, the North Node and the South Node, they have their own names. What are their names?
Oh, you mean like Rahu and Kehu? Okay, that's Vedic, but it's the same
Oh,
thing, right? Because the North Node or Rahu, right, is a point in space on the moon that the Earth, the Sun, and the Moon meet at. It's really, I would never be able to figure it out, but there are geniuses who can mathematically do all these things, and but they just changed. The nodes just changed yesterday at around 6 p.m. Eastern, and the nodes tend to stay. Okay, so we have a North Node in Pisces, South Node in Virgo, and they stay in that that they're always working together. So you got to think about it, and they're influencing the collective. They're influencing the humanity. All life on Earth, really. So it's an 18-month cycle, and we all have a North Node and South Node in our chart too, which is different. But no matter where it is, where's your Pisces? Where's your Virgo? We're all signs. I always say we're all signs, and we all have a chart with 12 houses, and those signs are in one of those houses. And that's how you kind of narrow down where these energies will be helping you to evolve and transform, right? So that's
interesting. So the
it.
North Node, it tells us our future, and the South Node, it tells us our past.
Well, the North Node is the South Node is what we are masters at, what we have already experienced, what uh, the North Node is helping us, excuse me, to elevate that, to elevate. So it's not a place that we're familiar with. So that's why the 18, in my opinion, I don't know for a fact, but that's why the 18-month cycle, because it helps you, it helps you, and the nodes start, they're always retrograde. The planets go around clockwise. They are going retrograde. So they start at 29 degrees and tick down to zero. So you start at the most, I mean, I'm just going to say it like it is. 29 is a pretty intense degree, but so is zero, right? They're both master degrees. And as those degrees tick down, your mastery over that part of you, that aspect of you, and most of us don't even know this is going on. A lot of people don't know their chart. It's something they're getting into a lot. We're always going through learning experiences, and it's the planets and points in space, to me, energetically, that are navigating that are driving those forces for us to grow into, right? And here we are in a very specific time in history. This is epic history. This is where evolving, ascending, however you want to say the words, in frequency. And as we raise in frequency, we raise up the spiral, right? And we're going into different timelines, dimensions, different parts of exploring higher realms that maybe we didn't know existed before. We have been in um, the age of Pisces, which is closing down, and the age is 2,600 years. But there's a 26,000 year cycle closing down. There's even bigger cycles closing down to where humanity is coming into integrity, authenticity, truth, unconditional love. What those, and it's a process, right? I would like to say that it would happen in the next couple hours, but it isn't. It's a process, and it has to be a process, because the way it's explained to me is, if the energies were just blasted here in a high frequency, most life wouldn't be able to sustain that high of a frequency. It's something that you got to gradually do, work up to.
Well, thanks for explaining that to us. And I think that so if the North Node is moving into Pisces, which is an 18-year cycle, or is it an 18-month cycle?
18 months.
18 months. So for the next 18 months, if the North Node will be in Pisces, so we want to look on our chart to see what house our Pisces is in, or no, what planet. Tell us what we want to look for.
You want to see where Pisces is, what house, because the house will explain to you. Okay, say it's the fourth house. Okay, where Cancer rules. Cancer is the mom. Cancer is the first water sign. It's your first connection to emotions, safety and security emotions. Those type of emotions. They're deep. So that, if that's going over top of there, that's a powerful. That's a double water thing going on for you. You're going to really be releasing emotions, clearing. But I'd say the main focus for this Pisces North Node is because it's about to, any day, I think a couple days from now, it's going to cross the North Node. Going to cross Neptune. Neptune's at 27 degrees. I think that's today. And the North Node is at 27, going into 27 overnight. They're conjunct. Okay, that means together. That's a lot at Pisces. We got the North Node, and we have Neptune, who is the ruler of Pisces. Okay, not only is he in Pisces, he's the ruler of Pisces. It's spirit, it's the ethers, it's all of it. But as soon as that North Node crosses over Neptune, the way it's been explained to me these last couple of years, that is when we're in a higher consciousness. We're really clicked into that higher consciousness based society, where that's where we're going. Where it really was a huge demarcation point yesterday when they changed signs. The nodes changed signs, because that closed down those cycles. And not only that, you got to think when Aries, because the last North Node was in Aries, which was preparing us, our ego, our physical body, it's the I am of the zodiac. Aries is. So it was, are you connected to yourself? Are you really connected? Are you allowing yourself to be your true self, your authentic self? And that Libra was the South Node, and we were releasing any unhealthy relationships outside of ourselves, and the unhealthy relationships we had within ourselves, on whatever level. So that yesterday, right before that clicked over, it was at 0 degree Aries, clicks over to 29 Pisces. 0 degrees Aries is the first degree of the zodiac. 29 Pisces is the last degree.
Oh, gosh.
That is huge, huge, huge point in time and space. So whatever's been coming up into your awareness to be maybe healed again, maybe looked at again, there it is,
Or opportunities, or creative projects, or, moving your house, or, changes. And and what this is, I just want to say hello to everybody who's coming in. Thank you, everybody, for being here. I see all of you here. We're going to be talking a little bit about the current state of the where the astrological lineup is at the moment. For about maybe 15 minutes or 20 minutes, and then after that we're going to move into doing a little bit of readings. But I'm so grateful to Valerie for explaining this to us and helping us to understand, the importance and the significance of the changes in the astrological, lineup. There's a lot of things that have been increasing, a lot of occurrences and I don't know, sequences in the astrological sky over this last 2 years for sure. And before it was just typical normal, and then all of a sudden these things started being like never before. This is once in a lifetime. This is changing and that's changing, and it's been ramping up. And I think it's really important for all of us to maybe just consider what this, and it's almost like a weather forecast. Like nobody understands how the rain like changes into rain, into freezing rain, and what it does, and how it just sort of says it might be a little rainy, it might be a little windy, it might be, and it's sort of like an overview of what this is. And if you want a specific forecast about your own chart, it is really advisable to get your birth chart or natal chart done privately with Val. And it's really, I think it's important to get like a heads up of a general forecast. And these nodes changing are really important. The Mars in retrograde is really important. That Neptune Pisces, just amplification and reinforcement and strength is really important. And when we say important, it's not like you have to know about it. It's that when you do know about it, it helps you to look around yourself and see what society is doing, see what the earth is doing, and say, oh, I see something there. I can match that with people's behavior, the, things that are changing, and understand that this is one is influencing the other. And I think that it does also, it reflects the other. So it really is important to see the energies that how they play out here on earth with humanity. And like Val said, it's not just humanity, it's all beings, all systems, all, earthquakes, earth herself, how she reacts to different things. But it's all just a little bit of a way for us to see like the bigger picture, understand that it's not just here. It's not, it's much bigger. And to get that universal and galactic kind of perspective and understanding, it helps us to process and manage our way forward. And so thank you so much, Val, for letting us know about the North Node in Pisces, South Node in Virgo. Now that's also moving in those sort of strong degree points. Is there any Neptune or any other planet in that area that's going to be amplifying that?
There's nothing in Virgo right now, no. And that won't be until, late September, around September, August, September. So when the personal planets go through there, that's normal. What's going to change, okay, we have Venus, Saturn, Neptune, North Node in Pisces. Now that's a big Pisces lineup. It's a stellium. This is opening us up to the higher dimensions, to our imagination on what to create next, right? To think outside the box, to grow, to really let yourself expand. Because as the old constructs, especially the life negating constructs, are closing down, They are. We can see, we're the ones creating the new way forward, and that's not to put a lot of pressure on you. It's what is resonates with your heart. Follow your heart and what you love and value, and you're on the right path. It's not about, oh, I got to go out here and save the world, and that's kind of a Pisces on the low end, on the lower vibration, is illusion, delusion, is I don't want to say it like that, but I'm here to save the world, I'm the savior, whatever, and who am I to say that's not true? So I'm sorry, I don't want to kind of talk like that, but it's sometimes you're taking that vision a little too far. But really, are you? I don't know. I don't know what your soul signed up for, lined up for. Interesting. But that's all going to have a lot of energy on it these next 2 months. Neptune's going to go into Aries on March 30th. And then Saturn will follow him on May 25th. Now that alone is rare, to have two outer planets change signs into the same sign within a couple months. But to have the nodes change on top of that, we had Pluto change into Aquarius, and we're going to have Jupiter change into Cancer. So this Cancer theme, this full moon Cancer tomorrow, is a big deal, because when Jupiter's going to enter Cancer in June, just as Mars is coming out of that retrograde. It's a long retrograde for Mars, and we can get into that if you want to, but it's deep. But as that's deep for Mars, it's going to elevate Mars. It's going to elevate the Mars in us, the Cancer in us, that to bring in that emotional wisdom in us. It's not easy. These are deep, deep, deep emotions that Mars has not wanted to look at since 1992. It's the last time he was there, So it's going to be watery. As you can see, I'm talking Pisces and Cancer. But this is the beginning of the year. And this is how things have started. It actually started with Mars and Pluto opposing each other. Mars was in Leo retrograde, and he was opposing Pluto in Aquarius. That's the second time. The third time will be in April. Again, these energies are building up. But they're clearing out a lot of the density that doesn't serve humanity anymore. So humanity can sincerely go into their heart, be authentic, be in integrity, without any I've been getting like, it's that shame of showing up who you are. I mean, none of us did until COVID. We met each other online. I know I wasn't trying to rush out there and say, hey, here I am. Because
I know.
it just wasn't really accepted. Now we've got a huge community, and it's just growing, and we're accepting it. And it's not only we're accepting it, it's the truth. It's the authentic truth. To be in your heart and unconditional love and truth is the way forward.
Mm-hmm. The evolution, we always say nothing ever changes. Why does everything stay the same, and why can't we make change happen? When we want to see something change for the better, everything needs to change, and we need to evolve. And it's not just one aspect, and this is it's all orchestrated, and it's convoluted, and there's so many different moving parts and moving energies and moving just there's in each one of us. It's the microcosm and the macrocosm, and this change is not an independent change. It has to all work together, and it all changes together. So if we want something to change in our own lives, in order for us to make that step ahead and to create a new project or a new future for ourselves or a different way of living or, a new adventure, there are other things that are going to change around us too. It's not just one.
Right.
It doesn't happen independently. Everything is connected. That's what I wanted to say. Everything is connected.
And that's absolutely perfect because that's what that Pisces North Node is trying to say. You're all connected. Everything's connected to everything, and everything is just layers upon layers. I got chills. It's so true, right? And to have all of that to start the new year as we have the sun in Capricorn, right? Giving us the ability to create a structure with those attributes to go forward, knowing we're all connected, knowing that this is for the betterment of all. It's not. It's just. I just don't want my life to work. I want everyone to enjoy life and to thrive and feel safe and secure. That's truly what the Cancer Moon is about tomorrow. Capricorn is in the sun, Cancer is in the moon, right? And they're going to be across from each other. And that Capricorn, he is the security, he's the protector, right? And that Cancer is the safety. It's like, Cancers are really soft on the inside, but even though they are, with that Mars in Cancer retrograde, you try to poke a Cancer's home or kids or family or humanity, Cancers are like the moms. We all have Cancer in us somewhere. So when I'm saying stuff like this, it's just not the sun sign. It depends where it is in your chart on how prominent it is for you, right? So that that can be a feisty Cancer and Mars if you poke the bear, right? So it's about going in, taking, you said this earlier, go in, take the time to be with yourself. Self-care is essential these next few months. Take the time to separate yourself if emotionally you're needing time to process. It's natural. It's there's nothing wrong with that, but be aware of others who may need time to process or are lashing out. And we can't really, of course we can be there for someone, but we can't, they have to work on their stuff.
Now, Valerie, I also wanted to ask you about this, and Nancy illustrated it beautifully for us. And I do know this, and I do know that it's happening over 18 months or something, that Pluto, Neptune, Uranus, Saturn, and Jupiter will all be changing signs. Oh, this year in 2025. And that makes the whole year a transformational year. And it also
I just said that. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, but
sorry.
But this is unusual. But would it have been maybe 20 years ago? They wouldn't, all five of these, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, they wouldn't have changed together. Like, this is really unique because of the degree and how far away, and that they're all outer planets. And it's exciting, you guys. It's exciting. Can you imagine? Like, I want flying cars, like I really want things to change. I really, I want to be able to eat a little cube like this, full of nutrition, and that's it. Not have to cook, not have to clean up. Create your own future for yourself, and to start on a new endeavor, a new concept, a new reality to help to ease your life and other people's lives. And and I think that we're just not at the mercy of things happening. We're not we're not held under somebody else's decision making. It's each and every one of us has the ability to change our own minds and make our own decisions based on all of these occurrences, and we don't have to wait for society or for technology to catch up or to dictate this. We can make these changes for ourselves. We're all sovereign beings. We're all light. We're all divine beings of light who are experiencing a human existence here, and we can choose. We all have this ability, and it's a freedom. It's an expansion. It's a adventure, and that's the way I like to see it. Aw, Jean, Jean Judson, Nancy.
but that is so true. There's a couple master astrologers. He was looking back in the ephemeris, history. When was the last time something like this planetary lineup coming up? 5 outer planets changing signs. It's huge. The nodes changing right before they change, because the timing is interesting too, right? You got to take it all into consideration. And he couldn't find anything even remotely close. It was a 500 BCE was the closest. So this is, to me, as we are closing the doors of the old, we're opening the doors to the new, and this is the energies flowing in. This is, to me, it's all spirit, right? Spirits helps us, guides us through, in each of these planets changing signs, and the signs matter. They're Neptune alone has been in Pisces since, my goodness, 2000. I can't, now my brain just went. It's early 2000, like around 2011, I believe, right around 2012, which was significant time then, right? Because that was saying spirit, we didn't really understand, or at least I didn't, that we were being cracked open spiritually, right? And with that higher consciousness information coming in, it was 2011. So here we are. What is that now? Geez, how many years? 11, 12 years?
14.
So 14, thank you. And then Saturn going in, and Saturn will be 3 years in Pisces, but still, then Venus is going to come up to the North Node and Neptune and have her retrograde. So she's going to go over those two again. It gets us 3 times altogether. Imagine if that's what you love and value. Okay, and that's Pisces, where there's endless opportunity, endless choices, right? So we may be nudged, by our spirit team to start something you never even gave 2 thoughts about, and it's like now you really want to get into it. You really want to explore that side of you. And this is the cool part, right? It's the imagination, the dreaming. Dream it in. Be the ultimate you that you envision, and don't put any barriers up there. Don't restrict yourself. This is not the year and a half, 2 years to restrict yourself. This is the 2 years to really go big on who it is you want to project, be. I don't know why I'm having a hard word. There's a word, it won't come out. But anyway, who you want to be, and how, and the details that you fill that your life up with. That's all up to you. We're the creator of our lives. So that's important. Yeah. We didn't really know that until these last 10 years. We've kind of had to live under societal constructs that were suppressing us and holding us back. And it's, that's a choice now. Do you want to be suppressed and held back? Because that Pisces part of us will be, and where's your Saturn? Is your Saturn, it just depends on your chart. If you're struggling with anything, like Jean said, please email me for a reading, or email any astrologer. Get someone to look at it, because this is pivotal time period in history. Not just this year.
It helps us to understand, to deal with it, to make sense of it, to, sort of process it because we
Yeah.
have this wider understanding. And we will be doing some readings if you want to pop in your sun sign, or you can just say, I want a reading. And
Mhm.
Val and I, for the second half of the show, we're going to be doing some readings.
Yes,
And
yes.
the I saw on one of the social medias, they said, you know how everybody used to say the sky's the limit, like go for it, the sky's the limit. And this meme or this thing on one of the social media said that the sky isn't even the limit anymore. Like
No, it's not. It's so true. It's like how you have us hovering above Earth on that picture that she put behind us, right? You can hang out there. You can go further. You can hang out to Neptune. You could go out to Source. You could go out to another solar system.
And
There's no.
I would also like to know about how everybody feels about like some ET type of intervention or type ET appearances or ET collaborations. How do you all feel about it? Like, would you rather just deal with humanity as it is and not have that occur in your lifetime? Or are you waiting for it, like you've been waiting for it your whole entire life, that you wondering why they're not here already? Or are you like, meh, I don't know, 50-50, maybe it might be interesting what we might learn, what might change? Or are you just like, please Lord, I can't take another thing, like just let me know.
I always, I always say like this, whatever it is, please present it to me in the highest vibration of unconditional love and truth, because I don't need an ET showing up that's not in integrity right now, right? And so I can see why you'd say it like that. But with this Pisces North Node, I mean, anything is possible. And the way I'm trying to, I think we're all understanding these energies and consciousness, where you place your focus really matters. If you're in fear and you're thinking of, oh goodness, we're going to be taken over by the what are those things called, that the drones, the
Mm,
drone thing, and it
that's
was
not
like,
ET. Yeah.
no, it's not ET. But there was a lot of people trying to say it was ETs, or I don't watch the news, so forgive me. I don't really know. I kind of see quick things. So I think they've always been here. I think that they give humanity, because this is a free will zone, and they kind of, the higher vibrating the consciousness ETs stay to, as observers, neutral observers. But
I
I
wonder if
don't.
any of the planets or any of the houses have to do with that.
Pisces for sure, yeah. Pisces, and the thing with, okay, with that Pisces Neptune North Node, uh, it's it is sextile. Is it sextile? Mm, forgive me. Trining the galactic center. And so that's 27 degrees Sagittarius, right? So that's a really harmonious thing. Well, the galactic center is space, it is everything that we don't really, we know is out there, but we don't have, the physical, tangible proof of, the information comes in. I believe that's how, like, source and higher consciousness information comes in through the galactic center, super galactic center, and the Shapley attractor and the great attractor. But it's, and there, to have it connected to Pisces, where, you know that higher information now is just flowing onto Earth. To me, it's like, we're going to see a lot of innovations, a lot of solutions to a lot of the problems on Earth. That's coming up.
So Cece says, I will be honest, since before I have other memories, I've been terrified of ET, but I have a high calling to return to the stars. Kind of strange. So you feel like you may have a connection to them,
Mhm.
but you're not feeling comfortable with having them
Mhm.
be. Um, and Janet says, I don't feel connected to the galactic so far, but I do feel Earth connected. And I saw an interview this morning where a guest said that Gaia was leaving Earth for us to care for. What? Wow, that's
Mhm.
interesting. Wow.
And to me, the way my guides give me information is all the planets in our solar system and actually in the Milky Way are elevating, raising in frequency. You know, for that, to me, all the planets are ascended beings, higher
And
beings.
it won't be the first time that they're here. I think they're coming back,
Yeah.
is what it
Oh,
is. So
true,
it's not the first time that they're here.
true, true.
But I've always felt like it would happen within my lifetime, and I do know that they do communicate with us telepathically and in through our dreams and through
Hmm.
our memories and guided messages and things like this. They're here in an energetic sense, but I do, and I've you know it was just a question if you guys wanted to share with us. So let's go ahead and get started on a few questions, everybody. And I have Bora Bora is first, and then I do have Cece is second. Is Cece will be next. So she said Pisces Sun, Cancer Moon, Libra rising.
Okay,
Now
so now look how beautiful that is. Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I'm just going to go by the first sign, but go
Well,
ahead, you go
so
first.
the Pisces North Node, we got the Pisces Neptune, we got the Cancer Moon right now, Cancer
Oh,
full moon tomorrow, and the Libra rising, where we just left the Libra South Node 2 days ago. So you see that she's like the perfect. Well, everybody's got a cool chart or cool signs, but I knew this yesterday because we were talking. And it's just, to me, it's just like, wow, I didn't know that until she pointed it, she showed me everything yesterday. And I was like, wow, this is perfect. This is exactly
so
what's going.
there's new opportunities and new creativity and new changes for Bora Bora.
Yeah.
She's passing through a what was is no longer, and what will be is infinite. And this is what I feel like we're crossing through a threshold. That the
Yeah.
way it was, the old ways that were no longer serving us will be no longer, and the ways that will be in our future the possibilities are endless. And I just feel like I feel like we're going to be going through this in a incremental way and on an individual basis. Like it's not all of humanity is going to shift. No, the earth will tilt. So
Hmm.
it'll be one of us, each one of us, depending on where our energies are and where we fall in the lineup, how it's going to affect us. But I think that it happened with our awakening too. All of us didn't awaken all at once.
Mm-mm.
Sometimes around the COVID thing, it helped to propel a lot of us who may have been holding back. But I do feel like it's all like it's somebody described it like popcorn, like one popcorn pops at a time, and then there's
Yeah.
a bunch of us that pop all at once. I just feel like there's this energetic and this possibilities, and you know how we can manifest possibilities, and I feel like this manifestation and this connection to our spirit guides and our guidance is really going to be paramount and available to us. How about you,
Hmm.
Val? What are you seeing for Bora Bora?
Hmm. I mean, but okay. So birthing. I'm definitely seeing her being transformed, right? We got that Pisces North Node. Pisces Sun will be on February 21st. Um, so that's going to, now don't forget that Sun's going to come over top, that Venus, that Saturn, that Neptune, that North Node. So that's to me, when the planets constantly talk to each other, and when they go by each other, it flicks on light switches within us, right? Individually, whatever that is, whatever that part of us that is being activated will be. we might not catch that right away. I know sometimes I'm slow to understand when things are coming at me, but then once you get it, and you clear that out, you work through that. So I got cleansing waters. Purification activates vibrant force. Okay, so that with that Cancer and that Pisces, and then I got Mars. So you see, there's going to be a lot of that emotional. I feel you're pretty good at clearing your emotions with all that water, but it doesn't mean that we're not going to have stuff come up to be maybe revisited, cleared again, to finally I'm seeing you disconnecting from something where you can, instead of going into the depths of it, you can clear it by being an emotional observer. I think that's going to happen for a lot of people too. We have all been on this healing journey. We've all had lots of dark nights of the soul. We're pretty quick to understand when something's coming up to be released again. And that's going to give you courage. That Mars is courage, right? The courage to clear emotions. It's not an easy thing. Most people don't want to do it. Most people would turn their head from their emotions and just pretend like it didn't happen. And that's kind of what the old constructs taught us to do. And again, a lot of us have worked through a lot of these things. So it's gonna end up giving you a lot of strength to go forward. And really, here's the thing: let the spark of hope within you ignite and never cease, for it's never too late to manifest your dreams.
Oh,
And
wow.
that's Pisces. That's all of you. That's every aspect of you, really. But you are a Pisces sun, and using your imagination and dreaming big is huge for you this year, because you can create anything you want, Bora Bora.
Wonderful
Yeah.
year for her. Good.
Yeah.
Thank you
Yes.
very much, Miss Bora Bora, and thank you for everything that you do for
Yeah.
us.
Thank you. Thank you, Janet.
And Cece says, I wouldn't mind a reading. I'm a Pisces sun, Gemini moon, Cancer
Now,
ascending.
see? Now, look. This is interesting, isn't it? So, CC, Pisces sun, Cancer ascendant. That moon tomorrow's coming past your ascendant. Like, I don't know the degree of your ascendant. I know the degree of the moon, but it's gonna travel down there. When anything travels past our ascendant, the ascendant is the part of our, as soon as we take our first breath, it's the it's on the horizon. The sun's coming up on the horizon in space. Okay, so to me, that's when soul comes into the body, and this is going to activate you. Well, I'm hearing emotional intelligence. You're going to have this ability to, I don't know, I feel like you do this kind of work, like you're a counselor, a healer, or something. And you're going to have all that Pisces activity. This is a huge next couple months. This is just opening up. Um, I'm sorry, Jean, I didn't mean to start going. What are you getting?
No,
I'm still.
you're good. You're good. I was looking up this the horoscopes. It's astro-seek.com.
Mhm.
Trying to get that for the girls.
Yeah,
For
you
the
go on
team,
that
for the group
Astro
here.
and and they'll give you a whole like 15-page printout of your birth. If you have your birth information, that's a really good site to go on to, and
And
get familiar with your
it's a
chart.
rabbit hole, but at least
Yeah,
you could just look to see where you are. But there's so much more to it, and there's
yeah,
so much more about it that they
yeah,
just all the information is in there. But at least you can
yeah.
see. Cece says, "I'm not already, but I've been thinking about writing poetry about beauty and emotional healing. I've also thought about an advice column." That's beautiful, Cece.
Please,
She is. Yep.
yeah. Because the Gemini moon, you have the emotional, things go very fast with your Gemini aspect, wherever that is. So it's in your moon. So you can process emotions fast. You get it. You understand. You can connect those dots. I think that would be brilliant for you. Um, and that's one of the things I got: embracing enthusiasm. Shout out to the heavens with happiness. Okay. It's like that makes you happy and that brings you joy. Please do it. I mean, people need people need help and advice. A lot of people aren't connected to their heart yet, but this Pisces North Node is going to crack more people open. There's going to be more emotional,
I
higher
love that.
consciousness
Yeah,
understanding.
sorry.
Sorry,
I,
sorry.
I do love that she's also a Pisces sun, just like
Uh-huh.
Bora Bora was. And what are you laughing at?
I do too. It's like you can't
Oh,
make it up. She's a Pisces sun, but she has a Cancer ascendant. Bora Bora had a Cancer moon. It's
I do
just
see some transformation for you, Miss Cece, and I feel like you're going to be. So there's a lot of value in that, what you want to do, that writing the poetry and having an advice column. I feel like you have an energetic specialty that when you do write your poetry and share it, that is energetically healing for other people. So don't
yes.
hesitate, don't wait to do it, just continue doing it and do it from your heart. And if something were to change, that you would be doing this on a regular basis or in a different format, let that occur naturally. But start doing it and continue to do it as you feel the need, because I feel like there's a lot of energy and wisdom that comes through you. I think you do actually channel a little bit, with your
Mhm,
spirit guides. And this
mhm.
is the poetry that's coming through, but it has an energy, a healing frequency to the words and the poetry. And it depends on who is reading it, how it affects that person. So I would definitely encourage that for you. And how wonderful is that, Miss Cece? And this is
Uh,
a transformational year for you.
yes,
Look, Craig
big,
Dixon is here.
big
Hi,
time.
Craig.
And she got that. Okay, this is Athena. She is a warrior goddess, but she uses her wisdom. She strategizes, right? Strategy, your strategy, your journey. You got your plan, right? Here's your journey on the South Node, the past. Okay, I feel you help people release past stuck emotions. You know what I'm saying? This is very powerful. I just got big, huge. You can't make this stuff up. I look down and they're like, look down. Okay, Leo Cancer, right? We got that Mars in Cancer. It's going into Mars and Leo and around April 17th, back to Leo. This is the your heart, right? This is leading with your heart. Cancers lead with their feelings. You see, so yeah, I think this is perfect for you. Then, just to be real quick, grapevines, call on your desires, as this is the time to ask and receive. This is you create this thing. It's you. It's definitely your way forward. One of your way forwards. One of the way forwards. Oh no, I'm sorry. I took the wrong one. Sorry, this one was up to the side. Embrace your inner light and share it with the world, inspiring others to do the same. Sunburst. I thought I read something different at first. I'm like, that wasn't the right card. And they showed, this is it. This is it. We all, I, I'm just so excited for, I think that's brilliant. Brilliant.
Yeah, so I'm just putting up for everybody that questions are closed. We may not be able to get to all of them. We'll do the best that we can. And thank you, everybody, for playing along. We appreciate everybody being here. Okay, so Nancy Ray would like a reading. And then after Nancy is Linda Ann Camarada. So Nancy and Linda, please say hello. And then I also have Peace Mama and Carolina. So if all of you ladies can say hello, that'd be great.
Did I see that Craig Dixon had Pisces, Sun, Moon, and he's something else? I mean, if he's triple Pisces, wow,
Should we
wow.
do him next? Because if ladies, do you mind if we do him next? Because we're all talking about Pisces. Are you kidding me,
Craig,
Craig? Why
it's
didn't I
Craig.
know this about you?
I know, me either. He is so. That's we know Clara is right there with him all the time, and that is that Pisces instantaneous connection. That's that Neptune. Very
Okay.
cool.
Linda and Nancy, you'll be next, and then Linda. I see you both saying you're here, and Carolina, you guys said you're here too. Thank you. But I hope you don't. Well, let's go back to the ladies. But I just couldn't leave that. Oh my gosh, Mr. Craig,
I know,
please.
it's so cool.
I feel like he's going to be like in a silk smoking jacket with with an energy drink in his hand,
Wow.
and just so much fortune going to be surrounding him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a big
So
year for you, Craig. It is. Look,
if we
look,
have time, we'll come back to you.
transformation for Craig.
Oh my gosh.
A fresh new way of living emerges. Anyway, okay, we got time. We'll come
Yeah.
back.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
So
cool. Hi,
Nancy,
everybody.
then Linda. And Craig, I do have you down there as we go along. So
Wow.
hang in there. We might come back to you. Nancy
Wow.
says, I would love a reading Sun and Moon in Leo and Pisces rising. So yeah, I mean, it's no accident that all of you Pisces are here. I don't think I'm Pisces. Let me look. I don't remember anything, so I have to write myself a reminder.
And see, she's got a 28-degree Pisces. That North Node is sitting right about there now, and it's going to go down your ascendant, right? Remember, they go backwards. It's going to go your whole Pisces. Well, I don't know how much of Pisces is your ascendant, but wow, there is when anything goes on your ascendant, it's a new way it's a new you, because that's I am. The ascendant is I am. It's our first breath. It's who we show the world. We're not hiding anymore. We're in integrity, and it recreating. I'm getting recreating who you are, and with that Sun and Moon and Leo in the fifth house, it's going to be fun. Okay, because that Leo rules the fifth house. This is really cool, So, and Mars is going to go back into Leo. It's going to be fiery and spicy, and you're going to be ready to go. I would say around, that April time. Could be sooner, but definitely, that's just going to play out. And then we're going to go into Leo season, and it's going to hit all those points again for you. It's going to be really nice. Really nice.
So Nancy, I see a lot more spiritual encounters for you. I see happenings and almost like miracles, and like signs and synchronicities will be popping around you, and almost like taking your breath away. And like I had a dream, and then the next day it came true. Something that is just miraculous, and it brings in your enthusiasm, and it gives you a new sense of belief and trust and some validation around you. You definitely have the awareness, you definitely have the belief, but for the happenings to occur around you, I think is right for the energies for this year for you, Miss Nancy Ray. How lovely is that? Did you have anything else for Nancy?
I do. As when you were talking about I had a dream and then wake up and that's what happened. That's what this Pisces energy is about, especially with all these planets. And once these planets move off of Pisces, Pisces is not going to have any activity for the next 7 years, except as the planets go around the wheel of the year. So this is an important year, but it is about the magic. It is about connecting to the magic of it all. Use your imagination, really give yourself that. Wow, I got chills again. And then I got begin now. Take your first step. First card I got for you. Begin now. Take your first step. Be grounded, because it's sometimes, and Leo's fire, so they're pretty quick. Pisces is water, so it's just constantly moving, right? But you want to remind yourself to ground, because things are going to be moving fast for you. I this year especially. You reap what you sow. Good fortune is on its way. So that's wheat and grain. So that's you creating. But we are all recreating our new way forward, our new selves, and this new energy. There's no limit. It's unlimited. Okay, and
Wonderful. Thank you so
yeah,
very much, Miss Nancy Ray. How exciting. So
yeah,
nice. So nice for you to be here and share all that with us. So
yeah.
Linda Ann is next, and she says, I have 3 Libra rising. All of these planets are currently in my 6th house and will be crossing my descendant. As they
Mhm.
do, they will be crossing my natal Mars. Any insights? Now, that's hard to
Woo!
sort of just answer a question on a live chat here, but maybe it's so she's Libra at moon,
Mhm.
sun, and rising, right? Is that what she meant
I,
by 3
I'm, I was saying 3 degrees, but wait, let me see. All
Oh,
these planets are currently in my 6th house. So across, are you talking about Pisces is in your 6th house? And will be crossing my descendant, and as they do, be crossing my natal Mars.
oh, here, I'm sorry. She gave me this one.
Okay,
Does that
so
make sense? 21 Leo sun, 5
Mhm.
Sagittarius moon. But
Yeah.
what's her
So
sun?
her
Oh
sun
no,
is
her sun
Leo,
is okay,
mhm,
okay. Sorry,
and
you
her
guys. I don't know all the lingo. I get confused.
is her rising is Gemini, and her moon is Sagittarius. Now, when you say across from it, are you saying Aries is across from your Libra, or is it Pisces? Is that splitting this? Is it splitting that house where the descendant, the 7th house? Okay. Okay. So yeah, that's going to be big. It's going to be big for you to. Uh, I see you creating new relationships going forward. With that Mars over there. Mars is in Pisces. I'm trying to visualize your chart. Geminis are brilliant. Leo and Sagittarius, right? So, but you got to go into your heart. That Leo sun has you go into your heart. Always go into your heart. Ground, take a pause, breathe. Because Gemini and Sagittarius are very fast, very, very fast. Aries descendant. Okay, so, but they're right on the.
Yeah, that's a
So
lot
when
of
they're,
information that
yeah,
it's really hard. I think I'm just gonna stick with her sun sign for me because
okay,
it's hard to
yeah,
navigate in your
yeah,
mind.
yeah,
It's you really have to
I,
map that out, and that would be good for a reading if
yeah,
you know
yeah. Go
if
in
you
your
want to put
heart.
all that together. But I
Yeah.
do I do agree with Valerie that it being in your heart. I feel like you I feel like you have a little bit of a um I'm trying to think of the word, man. I can feel it, I can see it, but
Mhm.
an inventor. You're going
Ah,
to
yeah.
be creating and inventing and starting something new and different that that deals with people's hearts. And you're something that you love and something that people love and something that will help people to love. I don't know if you're a connector with other people around, but I do feel like there's an invention
Mm,
or a new process or a new theory or a new uh, modality. Um, uh, there's something different that you're going to invent. It's going to be your own, and you're going to create it because you're this big leader in this heartfelt energy. And I feel like you're going to make a difference in a lot of people's lives. It's you, but you're affecting other people. And it's just you by you being you. And you could even just not simply, but write a book about, love and relationships or whatever it is that you can write a book about
mm,
cooking and whatever it is will help people's hearts. There's something
mhm,
there's something connecting your heart and other people's hearts, you being the leader, you being the courageous strength, pillar of strength or model of strength. But you're going to be creating and inventing something new. That's what I feel. So, and I'm not a person to predict these things, but that's
Mm-hmm.
just what I'm feeling with your energy. How about, did you have anything else there, Val?
Well, yeah, I got while you were talking that whatever this thing is, it's about healing. You got Pisces, and one of them is they're very close to sixth and seventh house. Pisces, the sixth house is healing your day to day activities. Uh, Maybe you are a healer. I don't. Maybe this is what Jean's talking about. And that Aries, wherever that Pisces Aries is, I mean, with the first thing I got was rejuvenating rain, clear the past to heal the present. I'm not sure. Well, we're always clearing, right? Because I was going to say, is this for her or is this what she's teaching? It's both, right? You're still clearing. There's crossing bridges. You see that full moon there? At the full moon tomorrow. Again, everybody, do your releasing, write it out, do your releasing, and then write your intentions. Burn the releasing. Be careful how you do that. It's time for healing, connecting, mending, and releasing. I mean, to me, that I'm not sure if that is what you help people do or if that is for you. I think, okay, what they just said is that by you helping people do that, it helps clear in you too, you know.
Yep. Yep.
And I got Neptune right here, vision, focusing on your vision. I
That's
mean, it's right
wonderful.
there. It's right there on that sixth or that seventh house. I'm not sure because I can't like really visualize your chart, but it's right there and it's coming over top of that Neptune anyway. So that's again the imagination and the dreaming coming in. Dream big.
So Linda said yes, that she's planning on starting a nonprofit foundation. You You're brilliant at it. You're already a success, Linda. I wouldn't worry about it. I would just start writing out what you want to do in which week, in which month, and start writing out your goals and start
Mhm.
ticking away at it, because I know it does take a little bit of paperwork and approval process or qualifying. But I would move forward on that sooner rather than later, because you want to be able to be in it when that Neptune comes into your chart there. Yeah, so good for you, Miss Linda. You're so very strong, very courageous, and
Mhm.
extremely heartfelt. And this
Mhm.
nonprofit foundation feels like it's right up your alley. And I really appreciate you being here. I feel a lot of you're here, on behalf of the light, and you're a
Yeah.
light worker in the truest sense. So thank you very much for being here and being you. And it gives me hope,
Yeah. Me too.
it it's really beautiful. So, wow. Thanks for
And,
sharing that.
and what Jean's saying, and this is for everybody here, we have Capricorn Sun right now. We have Mercury in Capricorn. This is really a good time to line up everything how you want this next year to look, and don't overwhelm yourselves. Like a lot of us will go into the new year and we pile too much on and it gets overwhelming and we give up, right? Don't do that. Do what you love. Focus in on what you love. Take your
Yep.
time. If you need to step back because it's a little too much, but with that Capricorn Sun and that Capricorn Mercury, you can really lay out a plan, and stick to it, because this Capricorn is our structures. Capricorn is our skeletal system, so it gives us a structure to build upon, right?
This is a good reminder for all of us, Val, to make sure that we do what we love and make sure it's something that is in balance with the rest of our life.
Right,
Like don't, stay up late hours and not eat right and not see your family in order to do this nonprofit.
right,
That's the old way. You want to
right,
be in balance. You want to be able to do it and have balance with your life work balance, and that's something that's good for you and for everybody else. If you deplete yourself, it's not going to work for anybody else. You need to be able to enjoy yourself, fulfill yourself, and enjoy while you're doing this in order for this to come through for everybody. So that's a good balance message for everybody.
yeah.
Well, thank you very much. And Peace Mama is next, and then Carolina. And So Peace Mama says, what about Pisces? But I think she said something else here. She said something. Oh, I don't think. Oh, I don't know what that means. Pisces is in my Chiron in my natal chart, but
Mm-hmm.
it's at 15 of Saturn. Like you lose. I mean, I can't follow that.
Oh, okay, hold on. Pisces is in my Chiron in my natal chart, but it is at 15 degrees of Saturn passing through my fifth house. Damn, that's hard. That's okay. So the fifth house is Leo, again, the heart, right? Family, pets, what we love and what we value. So to me, having your Chiron there, remember, even though Chiron is the deepest wound, and in Pisces, it's usually a religious wound from a past life. We were all persecuted, and I'm not trying to make light of that, but that it hit you in your okay. So when we come into this life, it shows me where in your fifth house it hit your family. Something really heartbreaking happened there, and I don't want to go into it. But the Chiron winds are never easy, right? And that Saturn going over top of that is going to clear that, right? It's going to help you clear it, help you strengthen through that. You might not know what it is. I don't really know what it is. I can just feel into it what it is. It was a traumatizing thing that your soul went through and is coming back to clear. That Saturn going over top of that is absolutely the perfect remedy, right? Because Chiron, even though it's the most deepest wound, it does have the healing solution involved in it too. It's just a matter of time. And for you to say that that's going on right now, Saturn's on top of that Chiron, it is strengthening you. It's uh, okay. I see that because I see Saturn as Saturn in Pisces is being restructured himself, right? It's not the old Saturn of, time lord, be productive 24/7. He's in Pisces to be transformed into this more evolved Saturn, right? Restructured. There isn't this pressure to be this success at any cost. That's the lower part of Saturn. I'm being a little bit dramatic, but Saturn as a structure, as a oh, what's the word? I just said it and I lost it. Is helping you to restructure that part of you again. As he's being restructured, there's the healing is in this somehow to strengthen your structure. Let me see what else it said. Big energy and lots of transformation, learning, healing, and cord cutting. See, I'm feeling that there's something going on with your family this lifetime too. I don't know if that's true. I would really need to read your chart, and I don't want to go into personal things about that. Oh, I have a quick ancestor healing. Can I give it to her?
Sure.
Okay. Get in a meditative state, or when you're laying there in the morning or at night, see a silver cord coming out of your belly button. I feel it with unconditional love, and I see it, right? I see like pink plasma love going down this silver cord. You can make it as big as you want, all the way down your ancestral line. Give everyone the grace that whatever they went through, they're forgiven, they're accepted. It's not even if you feel like you can't forgive, at least accept. Send it love, send them all love, and then you'll feel into the things that are being healed and come back into yourself, and then heal the line coming after you, right? It's really cool. It really helps everybody because it frees everyone from that those things we had to do in the past, maybe that you know we aren't, or some of us aren't proud of. We all had many lifetimes here. There's a lot of things that could have happened. It's just kind of taking that pressure off of that soul and doing that. I hope that helped. I know I said it real quick.
Okay. So thank you very much, Peace Mama. And it sounds like you know what you're doing there. Thank you very much. So I have Carolina and Erin and Craig, if you're still here, and KK, and that'll be it for today. If you guys are all still here, please say hello. I know that the hour has changed and there's a lot of other lives on. I don't want to take up too much of everybody's time. I know Val's busy. And so Carolina and Erin are.
Can I just say one thing for Peace Mama? I'm sorry. You are, I didn't pick this up before. It was unknown territory. You're exactly where you need to be. Okay. Just keep going forward, keep healing, keep processing those emotions. This is a good time with this Pisces North Node and this Mars Cancer and this Cancer full moon tomorrow. Okay. Go ahead. Sorry.
That's all right. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off. I think Carolina and Erin may have left, but Craig said he is here. So if either of you come back, and then after Craig is KK.
Hi, MJ.
Oh, thanks, MJ, for hitting the thumbs up. She's so sweet.
Yeah.
So here's our triple Pisces for Craig. Thank you, Craig, for letting us know that you're here.
Yeah. Wow.
I know that there's some really major people on live right now, so
I don't know who's on it. Wow, Craig, unbelievable. I've been shuffling, and I got the same card I picked for you a minute ago. Transformation is crazy. You can't make it up. You cannot make this up. A fresh new way of living emerges. So I'm like, can you give me some more? They're not saying you're fogged in. Okay, this says fogged in, go slow, take time. I mean, that is good advice. And watching clouds. These are kind of both Pisces attributes, right? You've got that ability to dream and imagine and just be in it, and they like that is actually really good for you. Lie back, rest, and relax. Let it all unfold. Let this year unfold, because you're transforming, and you can steer that into the directions that are with the details of who you are. I mean, you have a lot of help too. You have a whole team too there. Oh man. Okay, sorry, G. Whew. I couldn't believe that transformation card came up again for you, Greg. Oh my gosh.
No, that's okay. And Linda, I'm so sorry. I thought you said you already left, so I took you out of the lineup. I thought you said you had to leave. For Mr. Craig, I do see him in that silk smoking jacket now, for sure. And I see you having a healthy green, like superfood kind of a drink. I wouldn't even call it a shake, because shake degrades it. I think it's like I think you'll be finding yourself in good health. I think you'll be finding yourself no longer weighed down. You'll feel this lifting. You'll feel this relief. You'll feel this newness about your life. And you'll feel this, you're a little bit more in the commander chair. And being able to make your own decisions and unapologetically, because that what is, you're in integrity, and you're making your decisions based on your bliss, what makes you happy. And this does serve everyone around you at the same time. For us to be compromising ourselves, belittling ourselves, or keeping ourselves quiet does not benefit people around us. We're here to be ourselves and express ourselves as we are. But I do see, I don't know if you've had health issues or something, but I do see you finding this revitalization and this ability to steer at the helm. And either that, or you're going to your ship, off planet ship, and like spaceship while you're dreaming. So one of these two are true.
Wow. I got, when you said you got a green drink and it's not a shake, I got elixir. I don't know why. This just came in. But as I said, as I was hearing you and got elixir, I got Leo. Okay, now that's a Leo thing. Leo's like that smoking jacket, that regalness of, the material, that how you live, what you drive, how you dress, all of it, right? But this is coming through as courage. Yes, lead with your heart, but have the courage to be who you are authentically. And when Jean was talking about community, something about community, that sharing that, it's country fair. Summon the strength to reach out and discover the unity of community around you. So this is like you. Okay, I just got leader of the community, leader of something in the community, where you're going to step into that. Step up, step up. Okay. The past is the past. And I'm saying that because I looked down and the South Node was there, but there's in my head, they're going, the past is the past. This is all new for you. You're creating yourself, you're recreating yourself, and they want you to do your inner Leo. Bring them out and do it up. Be regal, but be heart centered and have that courage to be you. I hope that helps.
All the best to you, Mr. Triple Pisces.
I
I'm going to be,
know.
I'm going I
It
can't
seems like,
believe
what
we
is that
didn't
like?
know that about you. I probably
I
did. You
know.
probably mentioned it on another show and I just forgot. So Erin said she's here. She popped back in. And then after Erin is KK. So let's read for Erin. She wants to know whatever is important for her to know right now. And we can do that for you, Miss Erin.
Mm-hmm. Erin, I want you. Well, that Pisces is coming back up about dream big, get in your imagination. I feel you've been healing. It's it's been quite a long healing journey too, and you're still there, but it's better than it was. You by you dreaming and using your imagination and creating the air and the new air and the new energies, you're gonna like really like start things are just gonna start clicking into place for you. Oh, interesting. I got Journey by Moonlight. They definitely do a ceremony tomorrow night. I think it's at 5:30, 5:26 Eastern PM. So just for your time zone or whatever. It doesn't have to be at the moment, but believe in magic. Call in the magic, the dreaming, the imagination. That's what I was seeing. I was seeing all these, like kind of sparkly, like fairy lights just blinking away. Like you have this magic all around you. I'm going to say what they just said. Release all the the heaviness. Release it. As soon as you just let go, this magic is you create this new way forward with this magic. Um, what do you have, Jean?
I too got that you have turned a corner in your ability to process your the wounds and the wounding and letting that go and working through it. And I see you sort of like just stepping through like this membrane, and you have to pick up one foot and step into a new world, and then you have to take the other foot back out and start new. And it's almost like a rebirth for you, Miss Erin. And you'll be like, oh, I don't feel so heavy. I don't feel like I'm dragging so much. You'll have let go, and you'll have understood that your story is just that, and that you can create your future by creating a new story. And I see that you're able to let go of something that you felt was like magnetic to you. It felt like it was connected to you, that you just couldn't let it go. But I see you walking through that membrane and really starting new and feeling this lightness. And I feel like this is like an energetic kind of like a DNA switch in you that will the process is coming up new. I think that and this is a 9 year, and they say that it's that
Yeah,
whatever that was, the burden that you were carrying, you will be like, oh, I don't feel that anymore. I
yeah.
remember it, and it was not a great thought, but it's just not weighing on me like it used to. I just feel like you're going to have this new insight about that. So good for you, Miss Erin. Hmm.
Yeah, that Cancer in your chart. Look at email me later because you got the moon again. This moon is important for you. This Mars and Cancer going into Leo is going to be important to strengthen you as you're just healing any of the deep, deep stuff inside. And I got the ninth house, which is Sagittarius traditionally, and the house uh, ruled by Jupiter. Exploration, really. I mean, sky's the limit. Go once you take that step over that Gene was talking about. Sky's the limit. And then I got the time has come for a greater sense of belonging and harmony within and all around you. It gets you're creating, and we're all starting over, right? We're all starting from a solid, our solid foundation is trust and authenticity, right? So from there you can create anything. That Cancer moon does want safety and security, and that's important to give to all of our energy bodies, all of our aspects too. But I think I hope you email me, Aaron. And I want to say this. Last time I was on with Jean, I'd given away readings, and I've emailed a few of you that did win the readings, and I haven't heard anything back. So check your email from me. I have emailed twice. Okay, sorry.
Wonderful. So Carolina said she's back, and she is
Hi.
an Aquarius. So this is such an amazing uh, energy that we're moving into, or that Pluto is moving into, and the age of Aquarius. And it's
Mhm,
all about the for the people, by the people, and for the benefit of all, and for the
mhm,
highest good, the greater
mhm,
good. And
mhm,
I think that it's not an easy sign. I feel like it's you are in your feels a lot, and what I mean by that is your rivers run deep, and you are quite sensitive and empathic, and like you can't even get through a Disney film or something. Like you're just like tore up about it. Like you feel
mhm,
things pretty deeply there, Miss Carolina.
mhm,
And I feel like your Aquarius is beneficial for you because you have this unity awareness about you, and this you know you accept everybody for who they are, yet you have this also the other side of that deep emotional connection. And it's not, I mean, it's even like a song, or like a piece of music. If you like classical music, will make you tear up because of the energy and the feeling behind the music. Like you're just really sensitive, you feel things, which is a blessing, and can be challenging too because of just dealing with life itself. um but I do like your ability to think in a global sense, and I think you're even thinking you're thinking in a galactic sense too, Miss
mhm.
Carolina. I feel that around you. Very nice. How
And,
about you,
and the
Val?
reason and the reason why you're feeling the emotion, like Aquarius and Leo are, opposite each other. And the Leo has been activated with that Mars retrograded through there. It was going direct, and then it stopped and retrograded. So there's a lot of pause, right, in the Leo, in the heart for a lot of us, wherever the Leo is in our chart. Um, and Aquarius, we all have a Leo and Aquarius. Aquarius are innovators. Okay, so everybody has that in their chart too. Innovate. We're creating with the magic. We're not creating in the old rules and regulations. So it's kind of almost you're the one who makes it all up, right? And it almost seems like it's too much of a fantasy, but it's not. And I don't know why that came out. But again, for you, Carolina, I got it's time to gather the fruits of your hard work and dedication. Okay, so there's something you've been focusing on. And then I got there's nothing to fear. Trust that everything will work itself out. And this I'm kind of getting this to go along with what it is we're creating. There's a lot of fear involved because we there isn't a template, there isn't a blueprint. We're kind of feeling our ways through this, and it's not easy. Then I got the Mars again, right? So this Mars that, and I'm seeing when Leo goes direct. Again, I don't know your chart. Oh, they want me to talk about Aquarius real quick. On the 19th, the sun will go into Aquarius, 19th of January. On the 20th, okay, so that'll be 0 degree, right? On the 20th, it'll be conjunct Pluto in Aquarius at 1 degree. Powerful, powerful, powerful. We all know what January 20th is. I don't want to go that far deep into it. So, Uranus rules Aquarius. It's outside the box. Lightning fast strikes. Things out of nowhere. Going, wow, where'd that come from? So Aquarius season is going to be. It's starting out. It will start out hot and spicy. So I don't know when your birthday is or what your degree is, but that's going to be cool for you. It's Pisces, Aquarius, Leo, Cancer going, right now. Those are the energies really fueling this new way forward. So I think that you have it. I'm sorry. And then I got in wandering path, enjoy the journey. So don't, put a lot of pressure on you. Aquarius does that. They're kind of like the earth signs. They put a lot of pressure on themselves because everybody's got brilliance in their sign, but they really want to help humanity with their brilliance, and it breaks their heart looking at humanity in the state humanity's in. And you got to remember that as we're closing down in all those ages and going into new age, there's this chaos period where it's very unstable. And it'll work itself out. I don't know why that
Thank
came
you
out.
very much, Miss Carolina, for being here, for asking your question. And just let us know if any of that made sense for you. We enjoy the feedback. It really does validate and help us. So, KK, are you still here? I thought I think she might have fallen asleep or left her phone and went outside to walk the dog. I don't know, because I see that she's in the chat, but I don't see her chatting. So I don't know, KK, if you're here. Hi, Liz, and hi, Lucy. Somebody must have just gotten off. I knew there was somebody else on. And Loving Life is here. And Bora Bora, thank you for everything that you do. We appreciate that so much. And Sem came in, and Linda Kennedy left, and Peace Mama, MJ420, Lisa Davies. We see all of you. Thank you all for being here, for participating, and for holding the energy. I don't see, and Pixie is here. So everybody's saying hello now, but I don't see KK. So I think that's going to just be the end. Of the questions here, Miss Carolina. Thank you so much, Valerie, and thank you for everybody. And Valerie, what do you have? You were just on the Crone Zone last night. If anybody is wanting to know what is happening with the full moon, right? Was it the full moon that you were talking about?
Well, I was talking about like all this stuff, because it's a lot. There's a big, this is a big couple days. So, and then I'll be on my channel tomorrow night with Diana at 7 talking about the full moon in Cancer. And what about you? What are you up to, Jean? I know Jean's busy. I don't know how she does it, really.
Like people, places, and perspectives. Everybody's coming in and saying hi. And I appreciate all of you being here. And even when you're just listening, and even when you watch later, we really appreciate you. I have Magic Monday coming up tomorrow. I'm looking forward to it with Wisdom Seeker Joan and Terry from Kigaru Spiritual Journeys. We're going to be doing our Magic Monday, and that's going to be lots of fun. I'm really looking forward to it. So please do come on back, and please do go over and subscribe to Valerie Illumination Portal. She has a lot of offerings, and with the astrological signs changing each and every day. It's always good to keep up with Valerie if you can track her down. And you usually do posts where you're going to be in your community page, right?
Yeah, I was kind of, I had something to go through, so I'm starting to get back into everything, and doing shows and posting on my page again. I kind of just got to the new year, and it was about going inside. We were clearing a lot of that this last 10 days.
Mm.
And do you mind if I say that, stay grounding, go deep, explore your roots? So kind of this is for everybody. So stay grounded. Wondrous universe. This is walk in beauty. There's that Pisces again. It's this, like Jean said, the space is the limit, the galactic, wherever you want to go with it. And then this one was cool. It's corn. It says, "Let spirit guide you and take meaningful action. Dreams become reality when combined with purposeful intent and action." And I thought that was just perfect for this Pisces North Node, this Cancer, all this Cancer stuff coming up, moon tomorrow. Just know that gently releasing your emotions and becoming emotionally, uh, regulated is really going to be the theme for the next couple of months. So if you need to step back and take time, do that. It's going to really help, you and anybody. It's
It's a
important.
process. It's a
Yeah.
process.
Thank you.
Allow that. Yeah. So Val and I are both available for private readings, and you can contact us through our YouTube. On our YouTube, it tells you how to get a hold of us to book a reading. And if anybody on Val's channel has not been coming over or has not come over to subscribe to the Sun Psychic Gene channel, that would be wonderful. I'd really greatly appreciate that. It's about the algorithms, and we know that we appreciate that. I see a lot of people watching, but not a lot of people are subscribed. So if you wouldn't mind, if you're watching and you can hit that subscribe button, we would really appreciate it for both Val and myself. It makes a difference. And then YouTube knows, oh, people like this, oh, we're going to start putting out more of
Yeah.
these. So otherwise we just hang and we hang and we hang, and no matter how many shows we do, it doesn't matter. So your
Right.
participation is really what they go by, and we really appreciate any comments or any likes or any subscribing, and it's all free to you guys. So we really appreciate your participation. Thank you, Lois. Lois says it was interesting information. See, I know there's all you guys out there, and it's okay. Believe me, it's hard to be in the chat with everybody, and
Yes.
sometimes you don't have a question, but you really do learn a lot about a lot of different things, especially when Val and I get together. There's something about when Val reads and tells us about the astrological lineups that just it sparks something different in my communication with my spirit guides, and something new comes through, and it's a pleasure to read with you, Val. I'm always I really do. I expand, I learn, and it's really just great fun being together with you. So thank you very
Thank
much.
you. I love being with you. I love it. I love how we bounce off each other, and I love the chat. I love everybody. Thank you so much for coming in and hanging out with us. Thank you.
All right, everybody. Have a good one. See you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye, guys.
Thank you, everybody, for watching. Your support is greatly appreciated. If you enjoy this content, hit like, share, and subscribe. Remember to click the bell to be notified of future videos. Thanks again. Bye.